All right, good morning, everyone. Back with another video. Appreciate you like and subscribe. And with that, we can get in today's topic. And what I wanted to talk about today was just how much money the U.S. has wasted on wars in the Middle East. If you think about the last 25 years, Afghanistan, Iraq, and now Iran. Afghanistan and Iraq were somewhere around 10 trillion when you factor in all the costs of the military, uh, keeping a presence there long term, all the soldier deaths, all the long term care. And, now we're in another one in Iran, and it's unclear how long this will go, but it's already in the billions of dollars, and there just doesn't seem to be a short term solution in the offing. And so when you think about what could have been done with this money in for US citizens instead of all this money spent on foreign wars for defense companies and contractors and a subset of the population who makes money off of it, you're talking healthcare, robust healthcare for all citizens, lower education expenses, childcare so people can afford having kids and more kids, uh, just infrastructure build outs, high speed rail, uh, cleaning up the environment, right? Like there's just so much that could have been done with this money. And the really frustrating part is we have nothing to show for it. Afghanistan, we left with our tail between our legs. Taliban's back in charge. Iraq seems somewhat stable, but not necessarily a flourishing democracy. And there's really just no accountability. I mean, George W. Bush made this big decision. He just kind of floats around out there. No one really questions him about it. He was never brought to testify in front of Congress. I mean, this is a big decision that costs trillions of dollars and costs millions of lives. And it just goes on and on like, again, it's no big deal. And then there were no weapons of mass destruction. The whole reason we went in proved to be false. Afghanistan, again, we were there for 25 years. There were reports that we could have gotten Osama bin Laden like the first 6 months we were there, and somehow we're there for 25 years bleeding trillions of dollars. And, this was Osama bin Laden's plan, right? Is he knew that militarily his Al Qaeda was obviously no match for the United States, but his plan was to draw the United States into an overreaction, have them be in a quagmire in the Middle East, spend millions, billions, trillions of dollars, slow bleed of soldier deaths, public apathy, bleeding out the treasury of the United States. And unfortunately, that seems to be what's happening. And now with Iran, this could really be the cherry on top. There's just unbelievable that we've just been there for so long, and there's just so much public complacency about what a disaster these Middle East adventures have been. I think part of it is there's no draft in this country, right? So a lot of it's invisible to a large subset of the population. But for the military families who get deployed, who get killed in the line of duty, it's horrible. So it's one of these things that as a country we really need to just re-examine what we're doing because uh, we're a rich country, but just the amount of misallocation of lives, resources, time that we put into these over 25 years is just astounding. And it's not talked about enough. Again, maybe around $10 trillion of money spent on these foreign wars, and what do we have to show for it? All right, stop there. Be back again tomorrow with another video.